and know that we can send, and I would like to talk to the doctor and make sure that he understands the protocol, and we can send him the protocol, and then send him, and right away send him a contract and regulatory
We
papers
should send him that now, because I did the site selection visit and he knows, he has the protocol, they've reviewed it, everything.
Okay, so let's do this. Can
Well, I
you?
would say still speak to make sure that that contract, we're good with everything over there, we're good.
Okay, so if that's okay, then you wanna email King Lee and give him this new site information
Sure.
so that he can send all the things that he needs to
Sure.
send today? He can do it?
Well, I don't know today, but tomorrow, for sure.
He will do it tomorrow, so.
But no one's, you know what, no one's putting the reg in Intralinks.
No?
I haven't
Well,
seen
that's because it's going to King.
it. So King needs to email it all to me.
One
so I
second,
can-
what? What's the question?
So we have Intralinks, right? For
For
example, we have the signed CDA, the CV, dangerous good. This is all the stuff we collected from our site selection visit. Since then, when King took over with regulatory, we need to put all those documents in here.
Okay, so
IRB approval,
who
everything.
can speak to King about that? So let's make a list of things that we're missing from there. So we're talking about contracts. We're talking about, the first there is the SIV.
Mhm.
Then there is a contract that goes out.
Not the way around. SSV contract SIV. So SSV,
Sorry, SSV, not SIV. SIV
Contract.
contract,
SIV.
SIV. Then what is the regulatory documents that we need to get to them? Just verb.
Well, that would be before the SIV as well.
That's during the contract. So
Right,
it's
after the
1572 form.
What are the regulatory contracts that you would like to see
Yeah,
there?
1572.
Financial,
1572.
FDF,
1572, all that stuff.
Yeah.
The
CVs.
FDF,
License.
CV, all that stuff, license,
Financial
okay.
disclosure.
Financial disclosure.
IRB approval.
Okay, yes, the IRB approval is
protocol
gonna
signature
come
page.
after the SIV.
Protocol signature page. No, IRB approval needs to come before the SIV.
Okay, IRB approval.
Investigational brochure, acknowledgement receipt.
Yeah, that's a 50-50.
Sure.
Acknowledgement,
I
right.
don't know, do they, I don't even think we have an investigator brochure, do
Okay,
we?
sorry. No, we do.
We
There
do?
is, but I don't know if it, no, I don't know if it's gone around.
Sure,
It's
but
supposed
that's
to.
typical for like what we
Okay, so that's it.
Yeah.
Then there is the SIV,
Correct.
and then I have to file the IRB papers.
Once the SIV and everything is, if the site's ready to start screening, they have their lab kits, right?
Which we don't have.
Okay, so we need lab kits.
It's a problem.
Medication, IP.
Access to EDC.
Which we don't have. That's
No.
another conversation we need to have. That's a big conversation we need to have.
How did they randomize? Just by number, or is there IWRS system? Or
There is no randomization in our study. EDC, lab kits, and
So how do you enroll
but
someone?
there's an IRB fees that has to be paid before they can start it.
And then like with
but that would go with here, right, IRB approval.
Okay, well, yeah.
We
And then-
need, over here, we need IP, right, because when they randomize quickly, you're not sending the IP
There's no
to,
randomization.
and right, so do they provide the drug? Do they write the prescription? How does that work?
So we need to, we're gonna need, once we have this site, we're gonna ask to send the medicine to that site, and they're gonna have to have their room like that,
Right.
if they don't have a pharmacy.
Okay, so there's a delay there, right? 2 weeks?
They send out the medicines pretty quickly, but it is a process.
Okay, who notifies?
Me and King, yeah.
it's a lot depending on you.
Yeah.
Yeah, which again, I need to be put out of the
I
equation.
know.
Drugs.
Another thing is how you screen and I give a subject a number. Like you've screened already. How many?
3.
3. So we're on subject 3, right?
I'm on subject 6.
Subject
Wow.
6.
Really?
How do we know that's subject 7? And you didn't screen subject
that's
7
a problem.
already. And subject 8. That's what's called the IWRS.
What is what?
Interactive
Assigns
Web
the-
Response System. It assigns the screenings.
And
Numbers.
that's the only way we can get that is through the EDC because we know that slot is
It's
already
not through
taken.
an EDC, yeah.
Okay.
Like Trails AI has that. It built in. I don't know anything about Ty's company.
And we can also go back to Trials AI. They seem reasonably priced, and we can get an IWRS and everything.
And BioClinic Express would be the other option.
Yeah.
So we have two, and Medro, you would say no.
Metro would have that IWRS built in, and so would
Yeah,
Charles
do they?
AI. So does Bioclinica.
I don't know about Bioclinica. I know Charles AI does.
Bioclinica
They
has
give us a
everything.
presentation.
It just if you want to pay for it, they give you. But
Okay.
Thai, I don't know anything about this case. The
So-
EDC.
So does it make sense to now price three vendors?
Yeah,
Sure.
but IWRS, unless you want to just
AI,
IWRS, Interactive Web Response System.
what is that?
It assigns a screening number. Like if you're site 1
Oh.
and your patient 1, it's 01-001.
That's a feature of an EDC.
No,
It's
that's
not
a-
an EDC.
It's a separate. It's a separate system.
Module.
It's a separate system.
Separate system.
So we need an EDC and an
But
IWRS.
some of these encompass the IWRS within their EDC.
That's
It's a
what I mean.
separate
It
system.
could be a
Some.
module
Some,
inside an
yes.
In
EDC.
2019, many EDCs offer this as part of it.
So an IWRS is required.
Well,
Right.
it assigns the medication being used if it's
Right.
Well, here's the
you know,
thing.
different for a patient.
It's not
placebo.
necessarily required if we can change the subject numbers in the EDC.
Okay, got
So
it.
there can't be two patient number 6s. Okay, and if two sites put that patient, somebody will manually change 1 to 7.
Do
So you don't need IWRS because you're not randomizing in the study.
Should we
Right.
put Medro in this list or not?
I don't know. So this study we're not randomizing.
Not random.
Okay, so we don't really need an IWRS. It's really for randomization also because it
Okay.
just
Well,
assigns a random number.
The thing that it does do, and if you're not paying extra for it, it would make sense to use is, like you're saying, you're not giving two patients the same number.
Right.
Right? Because it tracks the patients. You have to go in there, you have to assign this person's demographics and information, and then it assigns them a number. And it does not assign the same number it gave somebody else. So it would avoid that problem.
Right.
Okay.
Outside of that, it doesn't make any
So,
sense.
so basically what we need to do is we need to schedule a call with Ty. The only thing that I'm looking at is circulating DNA. And I'm not looking at circulating tumor cells. I'm not looking at none of the circulating tumor markers, the circulating inflammatory markers or immuno-related markers, because